Hello everyone, my name is Paige. I'm a TEFL teacher here in Prague, Czech Republic. My dog just almost knocked over my camera. Hello. Let's try that again. Hello everyone, my name is Paige. I'm a TEFL teacher here in Prague, Czech Republic, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about some ways that you can find jobs here in Prague or in Czech Republic in general as an expat, and specifically TEFL teacher jobs. And I will show you one really good resource for expats in Czech Republic. It has job postings, which we will look at today, and things about housing, news, lots and lots of information for expats. So keep watching and we'll look at some real job postings for Prague that are online and live today. Okay, so first I'll talk a little bit about what I know about the jobs here. Prague is a big international city. There's options for TEFL teachers, but there are also options that require teachers to be licensed or have a degree in education. So you'll find a little bit of both. If you just have a TEFL certificate, there are certain options, and if you're like full-fledged licensed degree holding teacher, there's options for that as well. So not everything is just for people with a TEFL certificate like me. One of the most popular things people do in Prague, and in Prague there's a couple schools where you can come and you can get a TEFL certificate. You can study the TEFL and get the certificate here in the city, and those schools help you find jobs. And I think one of the most popular things for first-time TEFL teachers to do here is go into one of these big companies that send teachers out to different companies and to different schools to teach classes in different places. So for example, I work at a kindergarten, so I go to the same place every day, 40 hours a week, and I'm with the same kids all the time. For these companies, they accept new teachers. They'll send you to a company in this area for a 2-hour class, and then you get on the tram or the metro and you go to another area and you do a 1-hour class, and then you might go to another area and do a 1-hour class, and you're kind of traveling around the city doing classes in different places. It can be good to start with. Like I said, they hire brand new teachers and you can make your own schedule. A lot of time in your day will be spent traveling, but really it's usually the option is you can pick up the classes that's kind of fit together for you, and maybe have certain times of day free if you want to do other things, stuff like that. Another thing that I've noticed happens here quite a lot is that some of the better job options are pretty far outside of the city. So for example, I don't drive, and so if I wanted to get a really good job at a really good private school that's in one of the suburbs outside of the cities, then I might have to get on the metro for 30 minutes and then on a bus for 30 minutes, and for 2 hours every day I'd be commuting back and forth, which I have done here, and it's a long commute. So a lot of good jobs are in big schools outside of the city. And also many people come here and do a freelance visa, that's what I do. So you can start tutoring on your own. You can find your own clients, and there are also companies in town, smaller ones, that offer tutoring, and a lot of people go on Facebook groups in Prague and just type in that they're tutors, or people type in that they're looking for tutors. You can post online places like italki and Preply, stuff like that. And yeah, so if you're freelance, there's lots of options at companies and at schools, and lots of people just freelance traditional style and find their own clients. Did that make sense? It's been so long since I made a video. Don't remember what to say. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's look at some jobs. So first of all, I'd like to say there's lots of ways to find jobs in Czech Republic and in Prague specifically, and some examples are LinkedIn, of course. You can find jobs on LinkedIn. You can just research Prague and find the schools and go on their careers pages and do that. And then there's expats.cz, and that's the one we'll look at today. and I will show it to you and do the screen recording, you know. So I'll show that one to you, and we'll look at job postings on expats.cz. All right, it's just been ages since I've been on Zoom, so let me see if I can figure this out again. Okay, here we go. So this is expats.cz or expats.cz. They have social media. I follow them on Instagram as well, and I think if you're interested in living in Czech Republic, this is like the thing to be following and checking out. So let's look at some teaching job postings. So we're going to the menu, go to jobs, and then you can click into different languages. We'll go for English. And you can go into categories, and there's lots of different categories. So if you want to find other types of jobs and try something besides teaching, those are available as well. So I'll go to teaching and education, and then it says there's 18 jobs. So let's show 18 jobs. All right, so here you can see the jobs and general information, the English language. On this one you can see a salary range that they work with, and then contract work, that's the Živno, that's what I work on. It's like available for freelance teachers, Živno visa, and then the name of the school and where it is, and over here it's the little school logo, and I guess they posted it yesterday. All right, so there's 18. Let's just look. Full-time English primary teacher in Prague, junior English teacher or teacher's assistant in Prague, an au pair or English teacher, secondary school teacher, 5th and 6th grade, native English teacher for kids, learning support assistant, English language teacher, native English teacher for Duhovka, that's a school in the city, English teacher Prague, English teacher Pilsen, not in Prague, science teacher, a teacher for a bilingual Montessori elementary school, IB math teacher, part-time, 12 hours per week, English native teachers with online lessons possible. This one's here, the EDUA group. This is like a really popular company in Prague that lots of English teachers work for, maybe when they first arrive or like just to pick up extra classes here and there. So let's click on this one and see what it says. English language teacher, EDUA group, contract work, Prague. Let's read it. Join us and become a teacher at the EDUA group, the biggest private education company in Czech Republic. You can teach in 2 language schools. EDUA group is covering James Cook language and Yipka. You will be teaching individual and group courses, 2 to 5 people, to employees of international companies directly in their offices or public courses. This is, like I said, one of the jobs that's really popular for TEFL teachers who first come here, and a lot of people end up doing it, and basically you get jobs in different companies and you ride around the city all day and go to different places and do different like English business classes at different locations throughout the city. So yeah, we have a library and resource center in the center of Prague where you can come to prepare your lessons. You'll have continuous support from your senior teacher to develop your skills, as well as teacher training and workshops where you'll learn more about coach and practice methodology. We are currently looking for new English teachers. Adult students from companies, mostly individual or small groups, in person or online, teaching teenagers and adults in public courses, in large groups, lesson prep, either at home or in the library. They want a native level English speaker with a TEFL or CELTA certification, EU or non-EU on a business visa or trade license. Flexible, willing to teach at different places in Prague. And what you can expect from us: working in a large company, a schedule you have control over, picking up your kids or weekly yoga classes can still fit in. Letachka, that's the Prague public transportation class, because you're traveling all over the place. They'll give you free access to public transportation. A yearly bonus, So this is a popular one when people first come to Prague, and I think it gets you in the door somewhere. They accept new teachers, and I've never done work for this company or any of the other companies in Prague like it, but I think a reason people don't always stick with it full time is that you spend a lot of time on public transportation traveling around the city, and so it can be better maybe just to pick up some extra classes here and there. All right, let's look at another one. Got some hot tea because my voice is off a bit. Let's go find that one with the really high salary. This one. Full-time English primary teacher at 2 school. So 58,000 to 63,000 Czech crowns is like quite high for teachers in Prague. And I think this will be a good example of another one because I'm guessing that part of the reason why it's so high is because this school is like pretty far outside the city. Let's see. Let's see where it is on a map. Oh, not too bad. Out by Petrin. Okay, looks like they're looking for a primary teacher, bilingual elementary school. For stages K1 through K8, the children aged 6 to 14, university education for primary schools, a sound understanding of primary curriculum, experience teaching ESL to young children, professional approach, punctuality, ability to work in a team, open and creative mind. So this one might specifically want someone who has an education degree. That happens in some of the big schools in Prague sometimes, as opposed to just a TEFL certificate. And we offer that. Yes, that is an excellent salary for Prague. And ooh, a relocation package as well. Full health insurance, full assistance with transition. For this job, it looks like they will get you don't have to be on a freelance visa. They will help and sponsor a working visa for you. So that is another option as well. Opalinka Preschool. I don't know this school. Let's have a look. Opalinka Preschool is looking for a fun, friendly, caring, flexible, and experienced teacher for our preschool students. We enjoy a great location in Vinohrady, which is a wider center of Prague City. That is a good location. If you live anywhere in the city, which is likely where you're going to live, this is probably not too far to get to. We prepare fun activities, art, music, and of course English, as well as general childcare throughout the day. Business license preferred, Živno, working hours Monday through Friday, working 48 hours every day, 30 to 32 hours a week, great salary, starting from the end of February, and there's how to get in touch. And this is 35 to 40,000. That's pretty much average salary for a TEFL teacher in Prague. And yeah, I think that's a pretty good job posting. I think, you know, it looks interesting. Like you have an interview and the school seems nice and everyone seems nice there. I think that sounds like a pretty nice place to work. Alright, so you can see these are some real actual jobs. So like I said before, expats.cz is just overall expat resource. So you can look at the jobs, you can also get news and other things. I found this apartment that I live in now on expats.cz. There are other ways to look for apartments as well, but this is again a good place to start. You can post as a teacher, you can post what you offer on this site. What else do they have? Yeah, lots of just tips for expats, lots of stuff about medical and lawyers and insurance, like just lots of really helpful things if you're going to live and work in Czech Republic, and especially Prague.